desperate cry echoed across the small villages along the banks of the mighty Brahmaputra River. Within minutes, panic spread everywhere. Families ran for their lives. Among them was 16-year-old Jadav Payeng. Holding his family's hands, he looked back only once and watched the mighty Brahmaputra swallow his village. Days later, the flood was over. As the villagers returned home, Jadav stood on the banks of the Brahmaputra. He stepped onto the sandbar. The blazing sun baked the barren land. There were no trees, no shade, no sign of life. Then something caught his eye. At first, he thought they were fallen branches, but as he walked closer, his heart sank. Hundreds of snakes lay scattered across the burning sand. Some were still moving, weakly. Most had already died. The flood had washed them onto the sandbar. When the water disappeared, the blazing summer sun had trapped them there, with nowhere to hide. Jadav knelt beside one small snake. Its body was burning from the heat. It became completely still. Jadav closed his eyes. One thought filled his mind. What if there had been trees here? The very next morning, Jadav walked into the local forest office. He told the officials everything he had seen. The officials listened carefully. That land is mostly sand. Almost nothing grows there. After a moment, another officer replied, "If you really want to try, plant bamboo. It's one of the few plants that might survive." Most teenagers would have thanked them and forgotten about it. Jadav didn't. The very next day, carrying a few bamboo saplings on his shoulder, he crossed the Brahmaputra once again and returned to the empty sandbar. There were no roads, no machines, no workers, no money. Just a young boy and an impossible dream. He dug the first hole. With his bare hands, placed a tiny bamboo sapling inside, covered it with sand, then poured water over it. It was just one tree, but every forest begins with one. He picked up another sapling and planted it, then another and another. People passing nearby stopped and laughed. "What are you doing? Do you really think you can grow a forest?" Jadav heard every word, but he simply smiled and planted another sapling. Nobody applauded him. Nobody believed in him. To everyone else, he was just a boy, planting bamboo on a lifeless sandbar. But Jadav believed that if enough trees could grow, life would return. Years later, the barren sandbar had transformed into a lush forest. Birds returned, wild animals followed. Today, that forest, known as Molai Forest, covers more than 500 hectares and is home to elephants, deer, birds, and countless other animals. All because one 16-year-old boy refused to believe that nothing could grow. A single act of compassion, nurtured with patience and determination, can transform the world.